Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And now it's second down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now let's go. Blue Liner. Blue.
They'll look to throw here. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Leopard! Leopard!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and forever. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... He's got him in, complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. It's a big play there for the Redskins on 3rd down. 41 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back to throw here. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
Gone!
He'll look to throw. It's brought in by Doxson. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Set. 3-19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. The first carry for the rookie, it's Darius Geis.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Luck. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Check out. 12.
From the gun, here's Luck. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Danico Autry with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Here we go now. Boo, line it.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to the left here to Reed. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. The Redskins on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd win here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Thompson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
When the Colts were contending for Super Bowls, they were extremely fast on defense. Like to have guys who could come off the edge and get to quarterbacks and guys who could run down ball carriers. And Darius Leonard from South Carolina State, he fits the bill on all counts. In fact, before the draft, I comped him to Telvin Smith, the outside linebacker of the Jacksonville Jaguars, for his ability to run and hit.
And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 11. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To throw on 2nd down is Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Lucky 56. Leopard.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Gone!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And the ball is knocked out. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentrate.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Love. Escaping the pressure right. Funchess has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now a first down throw, Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a third time. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Ajayi. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Danico Autry in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take... And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back to throw. Love. Flush to his right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now the rookie from NC State, this is Nyheim Hines. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, Love. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now Love. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Love. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 20. Powering his way forward and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion and give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Back to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Luck on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Single receiver right. 12. Go. Wide 90.
Off of play action. Luck. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is third and long. Luck. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your dead. There's another failure right there on third down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, Peterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Now back to throw. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. They run it here. Where?
Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
On 1st and 10, Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Doyle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They go play action here on first down, being chased out left. It's a loss of 14 that time, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Play action. It's Locke. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Third and long, it's Locke. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play.